Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good? Man, we back like an asthma attack. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man. We got Big U in the hood again today, man. We got Big U in the hood, man. Big Useless. He ain't going nowhere, y'all, man. The man keep telling on himself, and they keep using it against him. You know what I'm saying? They got this dude so buried so deep, man. They offered this dude 600 years, man. He might as well take it to trial. He might as well, man. They ain't never hear no plea like that. They come to you and say, your first offer is 600. No, all it was an offer, but they say that's what he facing, y'all. 600 years, man. And then, on top of this, man, he thought Big U get worse. We got Rasheeda and Kirk back in the news again today, man. They back in the hood again, man. Man, Kirk is the best. Kirk better than Wack. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Kirk is a better manipulator than Wack 100. Kirk is the best, man. Now, but with no further ado, I'm finna show y'all how Kirk is better than Wack 100, y'all. Let's get into it.
I grew up a certain kind of way. I'm not trying to brag about it, but I'm always used to girls. I hung around Ebony and all the flyest girls in the world. Like Ebony had to fly. Rasheeda was different because she didn't want much. That's what made me like her. It was,
bro, what that got to do with you cheating on your wife, Rick James, Hal? Come on, man. Kirk got a blowout from the 70s, man. What's going on here, man? This is the blowout, man. The blowout got him cheating on his wife, man. But let's get back into this here, man, because it get better.
It was her personality and everything. So it wasn't even about me liking the women. I've dated celebrities before.
You ain't like them. You just want to sleep with them and bring your wife back, so.
I didn't want none of that. It was like a change in time.
Oh.
I had one situation. Think about this. All they say about me, where these girls at? In a time where everybody got a camera.
Look at her. Man, hey, man. A lot of dudes out there, I think Rasheeda is feeling confident now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dudes out there saying, man, everybody need a Rasheeda, man. Everybody. Even Scrappy told his girl on Love, man, you need to be more like Rasheeda. Boy, Rasheeda is trending right now, man. They say every man need a Rasheeda, man. Come on now.
Everybody films everything.
Everybody got receipts.
Everybody got receipts.
And look at him, man.
I'm just keeping it 100. Where the is at?
You gonna help this man get away with having a baby on you, man. Come on now.
Was Jasmine the only woman you
That is the only hit on me. And I got to hear everything under the world. I'm the cheater. I'm pissed off because I'm like, where they at then? Come to
bro, you had a baby on your wife, bro. That's the ultimate cheat, man. That's it, man. There's nothing else you can do wrong. If she stayed with you after that, bro, you should just keep on cheating, man. For real, because you done did the betrayal is real here, man. You know what I'm saying? You done had a baby, done bought the baby into your household and the chick. Man, listen, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now. I believe if Jasmine fall on hard times, just like Kirk talked to Rasheeda to get on the show. You look, man, I get on the show, which is, listen, Kirk is a manipulator. Kirk probably still over there sleeping with her, right? Coming back home telling Rasheeda something different because she said, look, I'm going to give you this. You got to get me on this show full time, man. Listen, I'm trying to be a celebrity too. I need this money too. So you're like, yeah, he making promises to her, right? So he go back home and tell Rasheeda, look, man, we got to put on the show. That'll stop some of this child support from coming at me if we get on the show. You know what I'm saying? Really, it wasn't nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? Because they just won a 50-50 custody battle. But this was before the custody battle. You know what I'm saying? So he done manipulated Rasheeda's mind into letting him let this girl on the show. Sooner or later, if she fall on bad time, I believe he gonna manipulate. Man, you know, we got that 6th room in the house we ain't doing nothing with, man. You know, it'd be easy on me if you just let Jasmine move in, huh, and the baby.
Where are you? Where you at? So I get that, and it pisses me off. They think Rasheeda let Kirk do anything. He could just go cheat. And here's what else pissed me off. Jasmine has said she shows text messages from 2007. So certain people seen it. Oh, that's from 2007. Was it 2007 or 2017?
No, 17.
2007.
Look, she keeping it. Man, what? She got a Rolodex filled with his wrongdoing, and she keeping a track of it for him. Man, I never seen nothing like this in my life, man. This is up there with the Rico, with the Big U telling on himself and the Whack 100, all this stuff. This is up there, man. Come on, man. What's going on here, man?
17, you know, when you looked at it, when you go back and look, it was old, right? But we lived it out, and they got to relive it, and we got to bring it up. Ain't going on. And Jasmine told everybody on television, on the show, she said, I'm a nasty right? Mm-hmm. Why in the fuck would I have any challenge if I wanted to knock her back? If I wanted to knock her back and I'm taking care of a child and giving you money, if she does this, what would make it a challenge? I'm not knocking nothing she did. I'm glad for her. She's doing what she do. But am I trying to sleep with her?
Yeah.
No. Do I want to sleep with her? No. She has.
Kirk, yes you do, man. Yes you do. You got Fufu next to you, man, and she don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? You could go back to her and say, hey, look, that was the last time I slept with her one more time just to make sure I don't want her no more. You understand, baby? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Kirk, because you do got to do that last one time because, you know what I'm saying? You got to know you really don't want it no more because I don't need you going back and forth. So that was the last time. You sure you don't want it no more? Okay, cool. We good then.
Has a huge crush on her.
Hey, they say everybody need a Rasheeda, man.
She asked me one day.
Look at her. Listen, Rasheeda, you laughing, but you don't want to be in this situation with a man you were married to. When you married them, this female was not in your life, man. What is you laughing at, man? The man done did wrong on you. What is you laughing for? This female was not in your life in the beginning. He done bought a whole new situation. You trying to laugh and talk about it with him. Yeah, I don't see how she did that. When Kirk was over here, Kirk had a whole baby. I don't believe nothing he say.
She wanted to pat on my little kid.
She wants your bubble gum?
She wanted 2 hours.
Hey, listen. If you think about when Jasmine came on the show.
That's the manipulation Kirk is using on Rasheeda. Yo, she really wants you. She don't want me. Yeah, we can move in the 6 bedroom in the house. Because she really wants you. She don't want me. Everything going to be good. I promise you I ain't going to sleep with her. You know what I'm saying? She going to be over there. She going to carry Kirk coming out the room. Kirk, what you doing walking out of there? Oh, Jasmine was asking me, can I change the light bulb or something? He going to have an excuse every time. Every time he get caught coming out of a room.
So she came with Rod and his 2.
Man, get rid of the Rick James blowout, man.
Girls. It was 2 on the show. He kissed both of them in the bed. She doesn't hide her sexuality. She wanted to be a 3 like us. Rasheeda's just not with us like that. You get what I'm saying? So
Kurt looked like hey, I'm gonna tell you what Kurt looked like. Kurt looked like what did he look like? Kurt looked like one of them guys off 5 Heartbeat. Eddie Kane, when he got on drugs and came back and I had nothing but love for you. Night like this, I wish that Kirk Perm will fall. Hey, that boy got a 1957 blowout, boy. That boy got a reject. Hey, that boy got a reject background singer blowout, man. I'm talking about a nigga that got kicked out the group. He got the dude that got kicked out the group blowout, man. You know when it's all over, there ain't no money coming in. That's the blowout he got, man.
But I'm not saying that to be shady or nothing, but
looks like Big U is
now we got Big Yusufa, man. We got Big Stupid in here, man. And Lord, shout out to Law and Crime, man. They finna break down everything this big bald head dude got going on. With no further ado, let's get into it.
still up to his ways, even while in federal custody.
Even in jail.
In court paperwork filed just this week, federal prosecutors say the OG is trying to get his celebrity.
Nah, she ain't just say the OG. Boy, Law and Crime, boy, they stepping up on the game, boy. They said the OG.
Pals to help him out. Plus, he's making a big ask. Well, a huge ask. He wants the White House to intervene on his case.
I'm Elizabeth Milner with Law and Crime. Big U has remained in federal custody since he turned himself in earlier this month. Now, the feds claim he's running a mafia-like organization, but in a nearly 30-page brief.
Hey, Big U writing Donald Trump talking about, remember they made that song F Donald Trump? I'm the one who stepped on the scene and tried to stop it. Yeah, they bought YG and all them boys out there, Trump. I was trying to stop it for you, man. Get me up out of here.
Written to the court.
Trump say, oh, you the guy draws that they said came up and doing it? Oh, okay. Let me look into your case. Trump came back. Nah, we're going to let you stay in their draws.
Federal prosecutors outlined everything he's been up to since he's been in lockup. And they were listening to him allegedly.
Them draws is too funky. Trump didn't even want to smell them out back on the street.
Come up with this whole elaborate plan
For years, Eugene Henley, better known as Big U, likely thought he was untouchable until a sprawling indictment came down accusing him of being the head of...
Man, where Deb at? And a brother ain't got no money for you for the lawyer and stuff. Come on now, he did the show together.
...of a racketeering enterprise. Plus, he's accused of kidnapping and murder and scamming some very high-profile celebs.
I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to...
Man, why is we gonna pray to God for Lucifer? Why we gonna pray to God for the devil? Who God don't want to hear? He gonna reject them prayers, bro. He's not gonna accept prayers for the devil, man. That's like, God, please bless the devil. Come on, man. Who do that, man? Who do that?
I don't even know what to say.
Big U does claim he's innocent.
We don't know what to say either.
And that this is a whole big misunderstanding. Plus, he pleaded not guilty to his charges. And like most defendants, he wanted to be given bail so he can fight his case from the outside. But in a 26-page document, which even had a table...
That's how he looking at them people he was extorting for. He choke them. You ain't got my money? You ain't got it? Come on, man.
Table of...
They say Big U was extorting people for $1,000. Say one dude came with $999 and Big U made that same face when he choked them out by the dollar. This how petty this boy is.
Contents, federal prosecutors outline every single reason why a judge shouldn't grant him bail. Literally on page 1, federal prosecutors come out swinging. They wrote, quote, "For decades, defendant Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, has put on a public facade masquerading as a reformed gang member and legitimate businessman whose only ambition was to better his community." But defendant wasn't helping Crenshaw. He was helping himself. In the shadows, defendant was secretly operating as kingpin of a criminal enterprise that has ruled Los Angeles through violence, fear, and intimidation. Now he seeks pretrial release under the guise of his reformed persona, even though his criminal activities have included murder, extortion, robbery, wire fraud, bank fraud, and human trafficking. They're asking the court to keep...
They say the families for the kids on the Pee Wee League he was coaching, they say that nigga was asking for... They say that nigga was getting money from people doing like Debo. So they would come and paying for their kid to play, and they'll come back the next day with their kid and be like, "What you talking about? You ain't pay, you gotta pay again. You say you pay." "No, that was one-time pay. Yeah, I'm Big U. It's never a one-time pay with me. Now, that was just for me to look at your kid. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Now you got to pay another $500 for the uniforms. No, it ain't going in my pockets for the uniform. You get what I'm saying? The uniform. Another $5. Don't make me pay. Hey, listen. Because I could easily say the uniform, this, and then the helmet. But I'm going to throw in the helmet for the $5. Yeah, you got to return it after the season. You don't get to keep nothing here. Big U.
Keep him in custody for the safety of the community. In the filing, they wrote, quote, "Even in his short time in custody, he is up to his old tricks, once again trying to use some of those same celebrities for his personal gain. He has even suggested that he can manipulate the President of the United States into intervening in the case and dropping the charges, even as he simultaneously derisively refers to the president."
That boy think he's that good. I'm telling you, he gonna use that Donald Trump. Remember they say he went on the scene and tried to break it up and everything. Trump already know of him. Oh, you useless.
As the orange man while in custody. We're normally not political here, but don't think calling Donald Trump the orange man will help him out here. So initially when the indictment came down, authorities believe Big U...
Man, you the orange man. You the one in the orange jumper. Or is it the red? Yeah, he got a murder. That's the red jumper. A brick baby them probably in the orange.
He was on the run. According to this document, when he received notice of his arrest, Big U allegedly destroyed evidence and attempted to paint a false narrative of his criminality. Maybe federal prosecutors are talking about those videos he posted to Instagram declaring he did nothing wrong.
I'm looking at all these charges on the news.
Man, that wasn't him. That was David Austin. That was Tony Montana. Big Uwees. You know, some is he dress up like a woman sometime and go extort people, you know what I'm saying? He got 100 identities, man. He Big Uwees when he dress up like a woman.
I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to?
Yeah, you don't talk to them like that. You give them the eyes. 3,500. 3,500 going once, 3,500 going twice. It showed my hands feel light. Boy, my hand feeling. Boy, if I walk off here, my hand feeling light like this, and I ain't got 3,500. Boy, the world about to end. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. That's how you get.
That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't him. Everybody know I'm Brick Baby. So
that ain't what Brick Baby said, bro. You took him way down to Atlanta. And I think we seen you on some videos down there in Atlanta. Starting the gang down there, man. Come on, man. It's crazy. You starting the gang down there, man. You go to Atlanta with this, man. Come on. To a country town that ain't never had, always had peace. You know what I'm saying? Other than, you know, everybody got a little action going on in certain parts of their community. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing like what this guy is trying to influence on their community, man. We ain't never had it. We don't do that type of stuff down this way, man. You got a couple guys, you know what I'm saying, that come out and they want to do some stuff like that. But one thing about a down south gangbanger is only with the people that's involved in that type of stuff. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Not we, because I ain't in that type, never been in that type of stuff. I'm going to let you know that. I've never seen a down south gangbanger. I'm going to tell you that right now. In Miami, Georgia, nobody ever came up to me talking about what set you, all that. I never seen that. See, these are a group of people, right, that's doing their own thing and going at it with other groups of people they know involved with that, right? But it don't spread out to the community where, you know what I'm saying, they walking up on people talking about, hey, man, what set you claim? Where you from? All this stuff. Come on, man. We don't do that down here, man. So for him to bring this to Atlanta, man, you know all eyes was going to be on this. Come on, bro. You taking this stuff to places that ain't never been done at before, man. I don't care how much a nigga from Atlanta say he this or that. Man, I've been going to Atlanta all my life. And Atlanta is not based upon that. You got real street dudes in Atlanta. But it ain't no gang. They ain't on that, man. A lot of them guys that's hollering that stuff in Atlanta, they came from somewhere else. Find me a real Atlanta. They tried to step the 2 Chainz. Y'all don't remember that? 2 Chainz was on his part, did some new stuff. They tell 2 Chainz, they doing out this game. 2 Chainz say, man, you don't get out of here with this, boy. I'm from this area, boy. We ain't on that. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. Come on now.
If you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack.
He said, you might as well go. You can't get them, dog. They already working, dog. And see, listen, man, you got to be goofy, right, to bring gang banging to the South. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that, right. Because anybody that participate with this idiot, we never had that down there. And they said L.A., right? We never had that in the South. They say L.A. started from protecting their neighborhood. So we understand. They started on something. They started their thing for a reason. You get what I'm saying? But for somebody in the South to be doing it when we way this far down the line, come on, man. What is your purpose? We know what they started on. You know what I'm saying? Even though it went a different way. But we can kind of understand what it started on. If you doing that here, these people done lost people, so it keep going on there. They done lost people. They don't want to forgive the other side because there's been too many deaths. So why would we want to start that here? We ain't got nothing to do with that type of stuff, man. You got to be an idiot, man. Straight up, man. And respect to Chicago, respect to L.A., what they got going on. But the South is just being copycats trying to do it, man. These boys been doing this, know what I'm saying? They been standing on, they got their own reason. And it wasn't because they trying to look gangster or look like a Lil Wayne or something. I ain't seen gangbangers in the South until Lil Wayne started saying that. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all got to be y'all own people, man. Stop being followers, man, all the time, man. Come on now.
These dudes been saying I did all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes. They cover nothing up with developing officer. It's crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of...
Well, you said that wrong, because, boy, they got a gang of evidence. And if you could call it no evidence, but they gonna make sure they use it as evidence against you. If it's good enough for them to use, they gonna use it. So regardless of what you say out your mouth, you ain't got no evidence, they ain't got nothing. They can use anything they want to use against you. One thing about it, when they want you gone, you're gone. We said that same thing about R. Kelly. Oh, he gonna be out. We said that same thing about Puffy. Oh, he gonna be out, he be out. That celebrity status stuff done played out. It ain't getting you out of nothing no more, man. Nothing. When you go down, you're going down, you being stripped from all that. And you're going to be just as regular as us. Trust me. They trying to set an example. And whether they trying to start with us, is this just going around everywhere? It look like they trying to start with us. But listen, they setting the example. You know what I'm saying? They letting it be known. They showing you. So if it is start with us better wake up. Straight up.
People in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s.
Yeah, you got everybody locked up, running your mouth out here. You got people that won't even own the internet. You whack all y'all. And you were playing whack game and didn't know whack was the police.
Watch this. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming.
Nah, they talking about 600 years, boy. You ain't finna experience the same. You finna experience something worse. You know, all the evil you done did, bro. Listen, God don't make no mistakes, bro. He don't make no mistakes. When he take his hands off you, it's for a reason. God ain't finna let this stuff happen to good people, man. And even when it do happen to a good person, he got his reason. It's an example that he's trying to make out of this person. You get what I'm saying? To show other people this is what he put this person here for, but not no big you. This is like, you know what I'm saying, how they say, Jesus was the example. He let him die because he died for us, all this stuff here. That ain't Big U. Big U is not an example. Big U crossed to the other side. He want to ride with the devil. And that's who gonna be your backbone right now. He coming back for your soul, big useless, big sorry.
Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character.
Man, nobody can't. Man, your character been assassinated since Nipsey died, man. What is you talking about? Come on, man. This nigga said assassinate his character.
Pray for me.
We're not praying to God for the devil, man. I done told you that now.
And again.
He trying to get us struck by lightning. Praying for him to God. God look at us like, what? Hold on now. God gonna look at us like, man, now you done crossed over. You coming to me, now this is over the top. You coming to me talking about, you want the devil to be blessed. You pray for, help him out, God. Come on, man. No. I'm wasting my prayers on this dude. I got people that really need my prayers. I don't know about y'all. I got people that really need my prayers. I ain't praying for this dude. I'm praying he stay in there. All the mess he done did out here. Come on now.
They can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you.
Hey, that's the thing, y'all. Big, you need to stop telling people to pray for them because they praying against you, man. They want you to stay in there, man.
How they going around talking about somebody's going to raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows, and 100 shows, and all them shows. And y'all need to... Everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black.
That boy say everybody that's following them, promoting them.
And y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody.
Prosecutors continue to write, quote, any supporters defendant may offer as sureties will not protect the community. They did not save RW, whom defendant murdered and abandoned in the desert. They did not save defendant's countless extortion and embezzlement victims who defendant terrorized or tricked for years. They did not stop defendant from leaving Los Angeles in the midnight hours before his arrest or hurling thinly veiled threats in the lead up to his surrender. Then prosecutors lay into the allegations stacked against him, like his gang ties. They even point to his interviews he's done. Like in one interview, when he talked about his gang tattoos, he said, "It ain't on you, it's in you." In other interviews, Big U talked about his drug dealing days.
It ain't on you, it's in you. Yeah, it's in you now, boy.
Taking a percentage of money from illegal activity in the neighborhood, leading the body snatchers kidnapping crew, and then his previous time in prison where he claimed to pay off guards and taking a percentage of drug sales.
It's funny, man, how these dudes get so weak when they get caught, man. They be standing on straight business, talking, laughing, talking. Yeah, I did this in prison, I did. Then when they get locked up, they holler, "Y'all pray for me, please pray for me." Like we supposed to pray to God for the devil, man. Come on now.
While in the clank. Then prosecutors lay out information in the indictment, like using his stature to help out the Rollin' 60s Crips or portraying himself in the media as a former gangbanger turned community activist with his nonprofit Developing Options. In the filing, prosecutors wrote, quote, "Defendant portrayed himself as the neighborhood's savior in drawing in donations and government resources intended to benefit at-risk youth, but which he oftentimes used to fund his lifestyle instead." Then prosecutors lay out the murder allegations. The government claims Big U murdered an up-and-coming rapper signed to his label who is also close friends with Big U's son. The victim is only named as RW in court paperwork, but we've learned the victim to be Rayshawn Williams, who was previously teammates with Big U's son Dayon, who plays...
This dude is evil. He's evil. Like Kanye said, he's evil. And Kanye evil too, man.
Is now for the LA Chargers. The government claims the murder went down after Rayshawn and Big U left the studio, then returned to an Airbnb in Vegas. Rayshawn was seen leaving the Airbnb with his belongings, and that was the last time he was seen alive. He was found the next morning with gunshot wounds to his head. Big U claimed he was at the gym, but really, who goes to the gym at 2 in the morning?
This boy say he went to the gym at 2 in the morning, right around the time the dude got killed. It's over. It's over. It's a coincidence. You was at the gym this time of night. Now, all they got to do is check his phone records and backtrack and all that and see, did he ever go to the gym at 2 in the morning other than this time? Big dummy, man. I'm telling you, this dude is, man, hey, listen, man, this dude is dumb, man. And listen, man, I couldn't have been no investigator, boy. Everybody be getting caught. I think that, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Because you could see, and it ain't that I'm that smart. I ain't that smarter than the police, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that. It's that the police just listen to these guys. Well, you know, that's why they got them. They just sat and listened to them just like I'm doing. They listen to them, man. They get themselves up, man. All you gotta do is just listen to them. Listen to all of them talk, man.
The federal prosecutors say Big U's cell phone activity, plus his own words they got from him on a wiretap, prove he's guilty. Then the government lays out the robbery and extortion claims. They allege Big U and his co-defendant, Sylvester Robinson, extorted a victim and threatened violence against this victim if he didn't pay their fees. When Victim 1, as he's called in the court filing, began to ignore Big U's calls demanding money, Big U allegedly sent armed robbers to rob Victim 1's dispensary and then demanded
And then they got that on tape. But most of his crimes and stuff that he did, they got on tape. Or either got it on tape or got him talking about it. Big dumb ball. Look at his head, man. Ain't nothing in there, man. Ain't nothing in there but a little old, that thing about this big, his brain, man. That thing's so small, man.
$10,000 to prevent future robberies. By the way, the feds are outlining a lot of details and admissions from Big U himself because they had wiretaps on his phone. So how does the saying go? It came from the horse's mouth.
It's over!
Big U allegedly extorted another victim for $30,000. When victim 2 requested to pay $20,000 instead, Big U allegedly responded, "I'll tear that B up."
Oh, that was him. I told you he petty. Man finna give him free $20,000. That nigga said, "No, I'll come tear it up if you don't got the other team." I told you he petty, man. And see, he wouldn't have been in this if he would have just took what the people, because he wasn't doing nothing for him. He was just a sword. If this big dummy would have just took it and been more friendly with the people, they probably wouldn't have turned them in. Yeah, I got 20 now, man. All he had to do would be like, okay, cool. As long as you got something, it's good. But big dummy got to stand over business. I'm talking about not own business. He stand over business. I'm talking he go too far with it. I told you, man, dude had he starting dude for $1,000. Dude had $999, and I come tear it up. You ain't got that extra dollar. I'm telling you, better go borrow from somebody. This man is the biggest dummy ever. Man say he got 20 for him.
It won't be a club there no more. Big U allegedly sent his 2 co-defendants, Sylvester.
Man, the man probably had a bad week, man. Sometimes you gonna have to take what a person got when you getting free money, man. Man getting you money for nothing. Come on now.
Sir Robinson and Mark Martin, as well as members of the Rolling 60s, to confront victim 2 at his business. And
boy, this dude was the worst extorter ever, boy. He ain't letting you get no discounts or nothing, boy. That boy, come on, man. Sometimes you got to bend so they won't go to the police on you, big dummy.
Extort $30,000. Federal prosecutors say the extortion wasn't just to victim 1 and 2. There were more victims. The government alleges Big U used his power to direct others to commit violence. Like on November 23rd of 2022, they intercepted a call where
they said that nigga was taking food and all when he come and extort people. And I'm taking this box of chicken. What else you got? What you got in there to drink? Soda? Juice? Give me the Coke.
Big U allegedly said he could pay 3 people $50 each to beat up someone at a store for refusing to give Big U a discount. Prosecutors claim since 1992, Big U wasn't even allowed to possess guns because of his felony conviction.
The dude going in the store, this dude done walked in Dollar Tree that's only $1. Dollar store, the dollar store only $1. And he trying to extort them for a discount. Dude was extorting everybody.
Convictions, which were for second-degree robbery with a
I'm paying 59 cents and that's it. You know what I'm saying? 59 cents on the dollar. All right? Dollar store me. If it's $1 for everybody else, it's cheaper for Big U. I store it everywhere.
firearm, conspiracy, and drug trafficking. And even after his release from prison, he still continued owning guns. The government points to the specific example of Rashawn's murder, plus other examples.
Man, I thought this man was a karate champ. What he doing with guns, man? Come on now. That's what I try to tell you, cowboy. You can't catch no bullet with your teeth, boy. You can't catch no bullet with your teeth, boy. You can't.
Of directing others to use guns, like when they allegedly...
Even Big Dummy smarter than Cowboy. He knew. He like, boy, look, this nigga talking about fighting, boy. This karate stuff ain't, man, this karate stuff ain't working these days. These young dudes to shoot my leg off, man.
robbed victim one's dispensary. According to the filing, Big U isn't only a physical danger, but a financial danger, too. The government alleges
Cowboy talking about a fade. Boy, you don't get out of here, boy, you get your muffin shot right off.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars from charitable donors and government programs flowed right into the Developing Options bank account, which was where it was supposed to go. But immediately after, prosecutors claimed the money was put into Big U's personal account, and Big U got richer and richer. He drove a Mercedes, he had multiple homes, he took lavish trips, and spent lavishly too, like on a $30,000 necklace.
He was smart but dumb at the same time, right? Like the incident when the man say, I got 20. If he would have just took the 20 and been a nice extorter, I can see these people constantly paying him. Yeah, Big U will take what you're going to give him, man. That's one thing I like about Big U, boy. Yeah, he extort you, but he going to take what you got. If you say, hey, look, man, I'm short this week, he understand. But this nigga was a big dummy, man. He didn't understand when people say they got 10 or 20, man. Come on, man, you ain't working for this. They is. Shit just took the 20, you, ooh. Ooh.
Now, mind you, that money was supposed to go to at-risk kids. According to the filing, it seems Big U pulled the wool over everyone's heads, like politicians, celebrities.
Big doofy, man. Big useless. You is too good of a night, man. Look, man. It's Big Dummy, man.
Celebrities and other community activists, too. The government says Big U should remain detained because not only is he a danger to the community, but there's a huge risk he won't come back to court, especially since he's facing a maximum sentence of 600 years.
Where did they get that from, man? I never seen that before. Jeffrey Dahmer ain't get that. Charles Manson they ain't offer them that. They ain't said nothing about they man. But that one I don't understand, right? 600 years, he ain't gonna live 600 years. But I know they making sure you can just give him their life, man. 600, I don't know. This nigga so good on manipulation, they think this nigga could manipulate God to give him 600 more life terms. And did he get out and say, hey, I done did life already. It's been 45 years in here. Let me out.
Yes, 600 years in prison. Again, on the max end, but that's still a lot of time. The government points to the recordings they have of Big U, his conduct and threats throughout the years-long investigation, and his risk of non-appearance as just a few reasons he should remain in federal detention.
Hey, it's sad to say, but they gonna make sure Big Dummy die in there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make sure Big Dummy die in there, boy. You ain't gonna be the none of your son's game. You ain't gonna ever be able to see him sit on the bench. You ain't gonna never be able to see it because he ain't starting no game. That nigga got picked in the 900 round, man. Come on, man. Hey, listen, and that was because of Big U had started him. You know what I'm saying? He went up there and just started the team, started for a home loan, all type of stuff, man. So Buddy getting kicked off after this season, man. You know what I'm saying? They just going by the contract. You know, they got contract stuff ball. They just, you know what I'm saying, doing what they got to do, fulfilling the contract. As soon as it's over, they kicking him to the curb. Ain't no other team gonna want to sign him when they do kick him to the curb. Y'all gotta think about it. All these teams out there, he's so happy to get signed to a Los Angeles team. You know why? Because his big dumb daddy in Los Angeles, and he told the team, look, it's gonna be hard for y'all to practice out here. My son, you know, don't make it. I'm telling you now.
Pending trial. And the judge agreed. So Big U is staying where he is, the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles.
We have lots to unpack here, so I'm joined now by Detective Eric Barnes. Detective Barnes, thank you so much for being here today. You know, Big U has been in federal custody now for weeks, and now we know that the judge denied him bail. But
you got to put Lish right behind that name, ma'am. You called him an OG, now you still calling him Big U. Come on now, we're going to need Big Useless behind that name next time you come on. Big Useless. Listen to me, Big U or Lucifer. Okay, you know Lucifer like the devil. This is Lucifer, his son. Okay, you got to get it right because we can't be. You know what I'm saying? That's too good of a name you getting him.
Reading the brief outlined by federal prosecutors, it was very detailed, especially as prosecutors.
Because U stand for unique, and he is nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Eugene. You know what I'm saying?
Laid out everything he's been up to since he's been taken into custody. What's your reaction?
Well, he is unique with the extortion, y'all. He's unique with it, man.
To the federal prosecution just kind of alleging that Big U is still up to his old ways.
You know, I thought that was very interesting. You know, typically the behavior that people exhibit outside, you know, that the feds weren't surprised that once he got inside prison that it would continue. I think that, you know, typically.
Big dummy on the phone talking. Man, shut up. At this point, Big, you can't say nothing. Nothing. This nigga finna get another charge for asking Donald Trump to pardon him or whatever. Boy, they don't get that nigga get on the phone and ask for a pack of Skittles. Oh, his wife trying to sneak Skittles into jail. Oh, we can't. We gotta cut his vizos.
Outside on the streets. An individual has some protection, but inside there's not very much protection. And so federal authorities have access to a whole lot of resources inside their facilities.
Yeah, and making calls on open lines, knowing the federal government is listening to everything you're doing, probably not the wisest decision. But do you think Big U just isn't understanding the gravity of what he's facing? Because prosecutors say at maximum he's facing 600 years in prison.
600 years is a very, very long time.
Man, you only could tell a dummy 600 years and they still talking on the phone. This nigga, it ain't sink in his brains yet, man. He's never seeing the streets again. He don't understand that. Boy, you could dig Johnny Cochran up from his grave, boy. Ain't nobody help you on this, boy. They waited, boy. They got you, boy. They got you. It's over.
And I think that, you know, the federal system is very complex and it's not like state system. I don't know if he served any federal time before, or if he has any experience with.
He think he did. How he talking?
With federal time, but that system is very unique and it's not like most states.
Like his record label name. Yeah, it said. Hey, he used that to be funny. It's very unique.
System. So things that you may be able to get away with on local, state levels.
It's over, Yusufine.
You're not going to be able to get away with it on the federal level.
Yeah, and that is just an understatement right there. And what are your thoughts also, I just have to know, about Big U wanting help from the president himself? Now, he referred to him, according to these court documents.
Say, no, you was over there talking about F. Donald Trump. Remember that? Yeah, no, I was the guy that trying to stop it. Hey, this when all this gonna come out. What? Y'all gonna know. All the lies Big U told about, he ain't had nothing to do with the YG coming over there and all that stuff there. Watch, now it gonna come out. Because he gonna tell Trump, I was the one trying to stop it. I'm the one that was over there causing confusion, saying, hey, leave Donald Trump alone. We're going to know the truth, y'all, about a lot of things.
On a federal jail line. But do you think that he's just a little bit delusional in thinking that... Yes,
he is.
President Trump is going to step in on his RICO case, extortion case, murder case.
And all that, Donald Trump. You think President Trump going to step in on that, boy? He don't care nothing about that you went over there to try to stop it. He bad at the whole side over there.
As he refers to him as the Orange Man.
You know, people in hot places.
Rick, baby, and Loose Cannon, the Orange Man. And he the red man because he got the red jumper. He got that murder on him. He got the red jumper, y'all.
Very hot places want ice water as well. So that's very wishful thinking on his end. But I think that in terms of this administration, the president and the Department of Justice have been very clear in outlining what their goals are in tackling organized crime, and it's something that they're
Yep. He did. Trump did say that. He going after all gang bangers, all organized crime people. He taking them all down. So for him to call Trump name, Trump probably the one son of Matthew. He probably the one son. I forgot Trump said that, y'all.
taken very seriously.
And there's something more to come now. Clean your house out. He coming.
Seriously.
Are you surprised Big U has been so open on these jailhouse lines, given everything that he's facing, but also knowing that the government is going to be listening to him? Why do you think that he just is so open and just so brazen about...
Because he's dumb, lady. He's dumb. That's why I say stop calling him Big U. He's big useless, man. Big dummy, man.
Trying to manipulate the president of the United States.
I have no idea. You know, at the very beginning of those calls, there's a auto prompt that lets the caller and both the calling party and the receiving party on the call know that these calls are being recorded and monitored. And surely he would know, after speaking with his attorney, that federal government is going to be interested in listening to his phone call. So I'm kind of drawing a blank on that one.
Man, I think dude want to stay in there, man. He back home. He missed that place too much, man. He want to be there.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. That's, again, another understatement when it comes to this entire case. And, you know, last time we had spoken about Big U's case in particular, we were talking about just how open he's also been in podcast interviews and interviews for documentaries, all of that sort, too. And federal prosecutors point to the interviews that Big U has done where he...
Big stupid trying to stay in there. He done went, he was in a state prison last time. He done went to the Fed. Now he's like, boy, it's nice in here, boy. Hey, oh, boy, I could see this ass home, boy.
He talks about his OG days. He talks about when he sold drugs and took money from the neighborhood. He talks about when he was in prison before these charges came up, that he used to pay off the guards.
And that boy done went to the Fed looking around at the cells. Somebody, so how many years you need? Like how you going apartment shopping? So what your credit got to be to move in here? That boy walking in there talking about, so how many years you got to have to stay here? That boy trying to stay. He doing more talking on the phone so he can stay.
Do you think the defense will be...
He said, I love the luxury living in here. This ain't nothing like prison. This thing clean, boy. God dang, everybody nice. What the going...
able to kind of just chalk this all up to, you know, the defendant was embellishing maybe about the old days and this shouldn't be used against him. What are your thoughts on what the defense will possibly counter to what Big U has said out of his own mouth?
I think that, you know, it's very telling because, you know, in allegations, you're going to have some people will come forward and say things, and it's going to be very beneficial to those individuals to allege and kind of build up this character of Big U. But when you have the words coming out of his own mouth, I think that is very, very telling. And I think it's very credible, especially if it supports the character that maybe some of the witnesses are building him up to be.
And listen, everything Loose Cannon saying, if it support what the feds already have on the table, it's the truth. Oh, y'all don't listen to all them lies and stuff. If it support what the feds have on the table, that means it's the truth. Regardless of what we say about loose lips and all this stuff here, if it go with what the feds got, it's the truth, regardless of how we feel.
As well. So it never really plays well on his behalf to have it coming from his own mouth.
What do they say? You can't lead no, that doesn't even make sense. I was going to say you can't lead a horse to drink water, but, you know, the saying about how it's coming.
It don't make sense, lady. Say it. It don't matter, man. At this point, it's over.
Coming out of the horse's mouth. I was, you know where I'm going there. But I remember also when we had first spoke.
Hey, you had the right term, right? Because they led him to the water, and he didn't want to drink. He wanted to go extort. They led him to a bag. TV shows, all type of stuff. You ain't got to do this no more, Big Dummy. But Big Dummy still wanted to extort people, man. So they led him to the water, drink good, clean, free water, you know what I'm saying, that you gonna earn, you know what I'm saying, that you earn. Because, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to drink that type of water. He wanted to take water. He's a dummy, right? He wanted to take water from these people over here when he had a big lake over here that was full of free water and opportunity. That's how dumb he is, man. So you had the right term, lady.
About this case, we spoke specifically also about Developing Options, the nonprofit Big U founded, and it was supposed to help at-risk youth, and it seemed like the intention was to do good. But as we keep learning more and more...
And I know Wack ain't all that, but Wack and several other people did try to help Big Dummy, man. And we can't say that. They did try to help him. He didn't have to do what he was doing. So that's why you can't feel sorry for him. Then he want us to pray for him, pray to God for the devil. Man, come on, man. Don't make sense.
And more about these allegations. It seems like Big U didn't really care about the kids, because why would he allegedly steal money
and kill a kid
to an already underserved community to line it up in his own pockets? Federal prosecutors say he had a Mercedes, he had multiple houses, he spent money on a $30,000 necklace or possibly a chain. What are your thoughts on how lavish that Big U was living, how lavishly he was living while he was supposed to be given?
Man, he had a what chain? Did she say he had a $30,000 chain or some stuff like that, man? This boy always came on with a big dusty T-shirt on. I ain't never seen him with no jewelry or nothing on, boy. He was hiding that from the public. You know what I'm saying? He was hiding that from the public.
Giving this money to an underserved group of kids. What are your thoughts about that?
That nigga even went to see Fat Joe them. I don't think he had no jury on when he went to see Khaled them. That boy had on a dusty jersey at the party. Like, come on, man.
It's very sad that individuals that are entrusted to kind of help really understand the struggle from that neighborhood by being from that neighborhood and kind of being the Robin Hood, somebody that's going to speak up on behalf of the people that they are, that they represent.
That boy was robbing no good. He wasn't Robin Hood. He was robbing no good.
Representative from your own community that is going to advocate on your behalf and talk about the real life issues going on there every day and the funding that he's receiving to kind of fix some of those issues.
And see, a lot of these dudes, right, they play on our community. They use the hood. They talk about, how much we need it, and they are represented speaker. In reality, they only just trying to help themselves. They using us to get what they want. You get what I'm saying? They tell her how messed up and bad it is, and then they get funding and all this and don't do nothing for the hood. They'll come back to the hood and act like they doing what they got funded for, but still to be charging the hood on the side. The hood never get benefits from these type of dudes, man. Only thing they do is play on the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do.
He's using it for his own selfish gain. I think that those individuals definitely need to be held accountable. Like it's almost victimizing the community twice.
Yeah, and it's just horrible too. And it's not even just the kids he's accused of taking money from. It's his.
He accused of this big kid too. Shaq is a big kid, man. So she said not even just the kid. Look at Shaq's eyes, man. Hey, Shaq don't got a clue what's going on. What you say? Another 20? Oh, okay, I got you.
Celebrity pals, it's people like Shaq, it's people like Draymond Green. So it's like he stole from the rich.
All these dudes look slow. It's like he played on the slow people, man. Like all the dudes that look slow in the NBA, look. You know when he hit them like, you in LA? Check in. Come on my podcast. How much you gonna pay me to come on it? Come on my podcast. No, it's how much you gonna pay me. Come on my podcast. And we'll work something out.
Stole from the poor, allegedly. And when it comes to the extortion allegations, Big U is also accused of pretty much paying people to beat up others for disrespecting him or not giving him essentially what he wants. He's accused of pretty much sending goons to beat up people like business owners or people who tell him no because they wouldn't pay him. What are your thoughts on just this?
And I can't believe Big U was paying the guys that he was sending. Come on, man. Loose Cannon told you he called about his money and he was like, hey, man, you gotta hold up. I had a bill to pay. Big U extorted the dudes he had working for him. No, you gonna go do that. Come back. Hey, Big U, where the money say? What? He did like Debo. What you mean? What money? I ain't never tell you that. I got bills to pay. You think I'm gonna sit around and pay y'all for doing something for me? You sound stupid, man. Yeah, that is true, Big U. The people that work for him were dumber than him. Yeah, that is true, Big U. You shouldn't pay us for nothing.
this picture the federal government is painting of Big U as being kind of this menacing but also murderous bully while he was pretty much out of prison, as opposed to kind of the persona that Big U tried to portray, where he was, you know, the OG turned good activist. What are your thoughts on just that double life he was living?
The good OG turned
I think
good
that both sides of that picture match up very well in terms of the allegations. I don't think that the federal prosecutors came up with these allegations on their own. I don't think that it was something they just woke up one day and just said, you know.
See, that's the same thing I said. They didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, we're going to go file charges on this big dusty dude, man. They been watching them. They been had evidence. They just been letting it build up. You got to think about it. This nigga is a 30-time felon, man. They've been watching him wondering, like, when these guys go to jail, right, and they done been so much of a big influence on the street, like with the things they do and how they get other people to do stuff and all that type of shit, how they manipulate people and all that type of stuff. The day they get out of prison, the feds is watching them. Because they've been waiting. What do you say? He been out 20-something years? They've been waiting on this dude to slip up all those years. They've been waiting, man. Now they got him. The murder put the icing on the cake because they already been building stuff up on him. And the murder just put the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? So now when they get that, they bring in everything they've been gathering up. They offer this dude 600. It ain't even an offer yet, and they talking about 600 years. It ain't even an offer yet, and they talking about 600 years, boy. And guess what? 600 for 600, because he the one who closed the case. They say 600 wasn't got him, so they say, hey, lit, we gonna be funny with it. You know how police play. We gonna be funny with it. 600 solved the case, him and Wack. You know what I'm saying? Wack say, no, don't put my name on that. No, don't say 100 years. They're going to 600, like, man, give him 600. That's me, hey.
You know, we're going to go after this guy. It had to come from...
Hey, 600 over there breaking down the case. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life, man, from a gangbanger, man. Dude is over there breaking down the case. I'm talking about him and Wack. I'm telling you. 600 Wack. Listen, my lawyer, if I catch a charge, my lawyer is not moving until y'all get there to assist this case, man. Because y'all good, man. Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all should be Big U lawyer and Diddy lawyer. All on. But due to, you know, there's a conflict of interest when you already working for them boys and you the one that got them turned in and all this stuff here. You can't work for them. You can't be their lawyer. Dang, they messed up with y'all.
From someone, and typically in these investigations, there's outcries or complaints that start the investigation and get the ball rolling. And sometimes these cases take a while to develop because, you know, these people or characters and defendants are sometimes involved in a whole lot of stuff. So it takes time to kind of build up.
They wanted to get them on everything. They had to take time because they wanted to nail everything. But when they came and got them, I knew right then they got them. They've been watching this dude. Even with that stuff with Nipsey, they couldn't get him. And they know he did it. Trust me. The feds know he did it, man. But they couldn't get him on that. They wanted to get him so bad, but he was so much in the clear. And then the fool in jail, he ain't going to talk. Because once again, the whole neighborhood already been calling him a snitch. And then they say he's not a snitch. So it was like he got some stuff thrown on his jacket that for nothing. Basically, that's I'm saying just what they were saying, like the hood saying. They said he's not a snitch. They said people just saying that he ain't never snitched before. So why would he go to jail and tell when he know he didn't like that. He didn't like when people were throwing snitch on his name. You get what I'm saying? So why would he go to jail and tell on Big U? That's putting him right back in that boat. He know he ain't finna get out anyway. He thinking in his head, man, I done killed somebody. I ain't getting out anyway. So why I'm gonna make my time in jail more harder by talking about this nigga and know he got power? Come on now.
Your witness base. But it would be very easy to go and talk to some of the individuals that they allege that he's been extorting. See if they'd be willing to participate or willing to provide information and maybe backstory on it.
Yeah, and just even the thought of him extorting people, not just for like $100 or something like that. It's like tens of thousands of dollars.
Nah, he did it for the 100 too. Now he take whatever you got, boy. But he coming back. When you short, he gonna say, this all you got? Man, no, man, you better come up with the rest of it. He's still gonna take what you got. Listen, give me that $100. What do you mean, some little Debbie's back there? And them too, I want all of them. No, don't get one out the box. Give me the whole box. He looking at the party. Man, that man go back there and get one Debbie out the box. I need the whole box. In that $100 you say you got.
It's a lot of money to be allegedly extorting from others, especially within your own community. In your opinion, though, was it the right decision for the judge to keep Big U remanded to custody pending trial?
I definitely think it was the right decision. That's a powerful tool that the federal government has, that someone could be arrested on charges and not make it back out to the streets until after their sentence is over with. And it sends a powerful message to the neighborhood and to the community that maybe on the streets you're Big U, but inside this facility and inside the federal government,
you ain't nothing but inmate 12537 or 8 or whatever they gave you. That's it.
You're just another defendant, and that it's over with. And I think it sends a message to the neighborhood that, the federal government's not going to stand for these type of activities.
It's over. It's over. Man, listen, man, I just came to bring y'all that, man. If y'all want to see more, man, y'all go check out Law and Crime, man, because they got the full interview over there, man, with this detective talking about Big Useless, man. He's not going nowhere, y'all. He ain't going nowhere, man. The man, it's over. It's over. Just like Rasheeda ain't going nowhere, y'all. Leave a comment down at the bottom, man. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on all my platforms, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please share this video. Please subscribe. Please go follow me on all my other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because you rocking with the realest platform on the planet. Ain't no other. Hood Talk News. I'm out.
Yo. We on.
We gonna do what? We
come through this bitch hitting harder than core. Most of the bullshit we tend to ignore. Most of these niggas be snitching, these bitches be tricking for Gucci, Bass, Fendi, Dior. Fit to my shooter, he scrap out the door. We turning up just to even the score. We independent, no label, no handing, no favors. That mean we be getting back more. Money goes up, she be dropping it more. Labels be sweating, be knocking on doors. I ain't no slave, you a hater, be turning the tables. Just know who we doing this for. Them niggas that will come through your front door. Just know we trying to get them so much more. We sitting at the table like fuck a favor. If not, what we doing this for? Don't make a move cause you bound to get shot. Ain't no one out here want issue for clout. Don't want no issue, not with you, they dish you. Won't undo the pain, mama feel if I die. Don't need my little broski asking a why. Tell my homies I stay sober, they high. What would you do if they crewing up on us like, ooh, sucker shit can't fly. I avoid getting high, beauty of the naked eye. On point, no lie, real G, stay low key. I told all my homies we gon' make it home alive. Unapologetic, we don't apologize. The niggas I know they go ride. Any problems, we go hit up the guys. Fuck you haters, I'm the one you despise.